now joined by Danny Norris, the head coach of North Point Prep. And Coach, congrats on getting into the playoffs. You guys have had a solid season, 8 wins and 2 losses. Tough one last night, but the big thing is you guys are playing another week.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much for having me. I'm really honored, really grateful to be here. First year, first time in the playoffs for North Point, first winning season for North Point. All year long, we've had this on our front of our shirts. We've had 11-02-18. That was our goal, that was our mindset, and here we are now. We're excited.
That is outstanding, and I'll ask you, what has gotten to this record? It seems like it's the running game. It seems like that is something you guys do and do it quite well. A lot of guys carrying the rock on the ground.
Yes, sir. So we have about 3,800 yards rushing so far on the season. We have 2 young men who are
in 10 games. So think
in 10 games.
380 yards per game. That's nice.
Yeah, absolutely. We have some young men in our program that just are not football players by trade. We have 27 out of our 35 guys in the program that have only played 1 to 2 years of football. They've put in the hard work over the offseason. They came in, they've really adapted to our system. It's not a pretty system. It's not a system that people see on Sundays or even Saturdays, but it's a tough, hard-nosed offense, and we run it pretty well. We have one, Joe Soriano Garfias. He's a converted basketball player. He has over 1,500 yards right now. At one point, he was the #1 scoring player in the state.
Wow.
I think he's got over 200 points scoring for the state of Arizona. We have another young man, Nigel Rosado. He's second year ever playing football. He's got about 1,100 yards rushing. And then we have a big fullback. He's a converted offensive lineman. He's our fullback, and he's got nearly 700 yards rushing. And our guys just do a really good job. They understand the system, and they adapt to it. They adapt and they overcome.
You mentioned the word system, which leads me to believe that you guys are very cohesive. You guys really are in sync with one another. It all starts at the top, Coach. Tell us about some of the guys who have helped develop your guys.
Absolutely. Yeah, we have 2 seniors in our program that are 4-year guys. Oscar Molinar, he's our center, he's number 70. And then we have Michael Ziprick. Michael Ziprick is a defensive end, he's a linebacker, he's an offensive lineman for us. Both of those guys have played 4 years for me at North Point. They're big boys, they're experienced with us. They've gone through ups, they've gone through downs. They've played a really tough schedule for the last 4 years. Moving down to 2A was a blessing for us. And then we have other good senior leaders. David Vargas, our fullback, Joe Soriano, Garfias, converted basketball player, like I was saying. Just a lot of guys who have really weren't football players by trade, but they really just decided they wanted to come out, they wanted to be part of something special. They believed in us as a coaching staff, and we're just really lucky to have the senior leadership that we do have.
Coach Norris, how did you turn around? The program's been in existence since 2005. Has never had a winning season up to this point. I was watching your game last night. You run that double wing tee.
Yes, sir.
Is it the double wing tee? Is it the coaching? Is it the players? What is it? What helped you guys turn it all around for you?
It's a lot of factors, honestly. The administration at North Point has been terrific for us. The entire staff, the entire faculty, the young men in our program. 2 years ago, we ended a season with only 13 players.
Wow.
Exactly. Yeah, I got on campus. I'm the weightlifting and fitness teacher at North Point, and every single young man on that campus, I've just asked, hey, want to play football? Want to play football? And eventually, they just decide, hey, I'm tired of this guy asking me. So they came out and they got in the weight room. That's the biggest thing. Our guys just really needed a weightlifting system, and they bought in. They've really bought in. Our motto all year was one team, one dream, and they've bought into it. And just being on campus, I think, was big. Being on campus.
Coach, the guy behind you is not your bodyguard.
No, sir. No, sir.
He has a big hand in what you're doing as we're catching up with Coach Norris of North Point Prep. One of the big surprises in Arizona high school football here, they get the 16th seed in the 2A bracket. Talk about the guy behind you. He's probably one of the assistant coaches. And talk about your staff also.
Yes, sir. So this is Nick Alley behind me. He's our quarterbacks and linebackers coach. He's had a couple kids go through the program. Just a really big part of what we do. He's my eyes on the field. He's seeing things that I may not be able to see. And then our entire coaching staff. I have 3 alumni coaching for me. That is just a really big honor. 3 guys that played for me at North Point. They came back. They decided they wanted to be a part of something special. They wanted to be a part of the turnaround. And they really set the foundation. 4 years ago, there really wasn't much of a program. We did a good job. And those 3 guys, Orlando Chavez, Toby Wiley, David Ocasio, they went through the 1-9, the 0-10 seasons, and they came back. They wanted to be a part of something special. And I'm just really grateful to have them on my staff.
You mentioned something earlier, just the way you built the culture. quite a feat just to get some of those athletes to come over from basketball to play football. I mean, you've really got the kids to buy in, which I think is awesome because some of these kids, not only did they not just only play basketball, didn't play a sport at all.
Correct.
And you're like, hey, come play football. So that's a testament to all of you guys.
Yes, sir. I mean, we have terrific young men in our program. I cannot be any more, just appreciative of them. They're just terrific young men. They're great student athletes. They represent North Point in such a positive light. One of our guys, a starting tight end for us, his name's Omar Carter. He's a senior. He's never played a sport before in his life.
Wow.
Ever in his life, and he came out and he started at tight end for us. And he's one of the guys. He's one of the key components to, a nearly 4,000-yard rushing team. It's just unbelievable. It's just unbelievable to see the guys that have just come out and really embraced what we're doing. It's just a really special group of young men, and I'm so lucky to be their head coach.
And it seems that you definitely keep a good relationship with your players. Like you said, there's some alumni who are coaching under you, so that goes a long way. A kid who never played a sport starting for you, and in a few years he's going to look back and say, hey, Coach Norris got me to get involved more in sports and school and the community. So that's really big. You guys shirts 11, 2, or 18. We obviously know what that stands for. Your next opponent is obviously extremely tough.
Yes, sir.
Just tell us about what you need to do just to prepare your guys and just the mindset going into the week.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Thatcher's a terrific program. 2-time state champions. They do things the right way. They do things the right way there. Our guys just need to understand. At some point, our goal eventually was to play them.
Mm-hmm.
The goal is to go through.
If you want to be the best, you got to beat them.
Exactly.
Not many
Absolutely.
people would say that too, Coach, to be honest.
No, absolutely. Eventually that's the goal. That has to be the goal. You wanna beat the top team, and we just, I guess, we're lucky enough, I guess would be the word, to pull them in the first round. They're a terrific program. We just need to buckle down. We need to do what we do best, and that's run the ball. Our guys are going to be focused all week long. We reached one goal. This was what we wanted to do. We wanted to play on 11:02:18. It's just now a matter of, what can we do on Friday? What can we do next Friday to maybe get Thatcher a little bit out of their ball game? Can we get consistent first downs? Can we get consistent yards? And we're gonna do our best. We're gonna have our guys prepared. I certainly know Thatcher's gonna have their guys prepared. So it's gonna be an exciting time for us. Our guys understand that this was the ultimate goal, but we still have much more to do.
Community support is something that's always big. Obviously, you've been received very well. Just tell us about the nation of your high school, just how they're supporting you from community to parental involvement, which is huge.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, administration, staff, and faculty, obviously one of my assistant coaches is a parent. Mm-hmm. He is a parent of North Point. And we just have a great culture at the school. It's a terrific culture, and having a football program now make the playoffs for the first ever time has just been so much for us. We had a road trip up to Sedona Red Rock 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
And we actually provided busing for our fans.
That's awesome.
We provided charter busing for our fans and our parents and our just students around the campus because we wanted to create excitement. We wanted to be the face of the program because our young men do things the right way.
That's terrific.
Yeah.
And Coach, I mean, we definitely appreciate your time and you stopping by and being able to extend your season.
Yes, sir.
Hopefully it is a very strong week of practice for you
Absolutely.
guys.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. And we have revealed the 2A brackets, and indeed, North Point Prep is the 16th seed. They will face the number 1 seed, and that is Thatcher. And we'll roll out the 3A bracket on the other side of the break. This is the AZ Preps 365 selection show here at Famous Dave's in Mesa, Arizona, CBS Sports Radio.